An Illinois mayor is getting national attention for the way that she's spending taxpayer dollars. Now, critics say you can't turn your head in the Chicago suburb of Dalton without seeing the name of Mayor Tiffany Henyard. She's also the supervisor of a neighboring township and refers to herself as Super Mayor. It's her TikTok handle, too. But she's now accused of spending tens of thousands of taxpayer funds on self-promoting billboards, as well as putting her name on government buildings, government vehicles, even government rugs. Not to mention the Tiffany Henyard calendar, which includes the Super Mayor's birthday, because you can't forget that. She could pay for all of this herself, given that her salary for the two jobs is nearly $300,000. More than the state's governor, by the way. But it's all on the taxpayer's dime. And this goes beyond signage and merch. Henyard put an ordinance in place that if she lost a future mayoral election, the next mayor's salary would be dropped from $200,000 to $25,000. But if she wins, it stays the same.
Good evening, family. I just wanted to give you an idea of the person we will be speaking on tonight. The self-proclaimed Super Mayor of Dalton, Illinois, Tiffany Henyard. But we will first let the video continue to speak its piece.
One official in Henyard's township on some of the Super Mayor's super spending.
What was your reaction when you saw it?
Well, first of all, I didn't know anything about him. There's so many other ways we could have spent that money that would have, directly helped people.
This truth is stranger than fiction. This is like a sitcom, but there is nothing funny about this.
I was trying not to laugh when you're reading all that. It's really hard. This is why we can't have nice things.
She has a security detail that follows her around wherever she goes, whether in-state or out-of-state. Some members of this detail receiving a 2-week check for over $13,000 after working over 300 hours of overtime in a 2-week period. No one can work over 300 hours in a 2-week period.
Hustle there, she's there's something sort of endearing about her. But when you bring it all to taxpayers' dollars, then it becomes patently unacceptable.
When people in her town have a median income of $24,000, it becomes just despicable and not just laughable. But back to the laughable, because I couldn't read enough of this. She was voted to be recalled by her constituents. It was overturned because of a technicality by the court. After her recall election, okay, it's from FoxNews.com, in response to the failed recall, Henyard showed up at the next board meeting blasting a disco song, began dancing on the podium. "How y'all doing?" she said, blaring into the microphone. "Ain't no stopping us now. We on the move. Ain't no stopping us now." Typically, if you narrowly survive a recall, there's some humility. But leave it to this lady to come with the disco music. I got it, and then the music videos on top of all that.
She signed off to receive a check for over $500,000 when the city charter states that it takes 2 signatures to cut a check for this amount of money: the mayor and the city clerk. The city clerk was not made aware that the check was signed off on until after the check had cleared.
Every day, the grift, the compromise, the gold bars, the foreign influence, all that. Everybody else tries to hide it and pretend like they're not doing it. She's just doing it. Now, she'll probably not win re-election, and the next mayor's only going to get paid $25 grand.
They're going to have to crowdfund.
Too bad. Good for the city. That's where they save money. Like it's amazing.
I don't take her seriously until she does something that harms that city. And I think she is harming the city by spending its money on things that the city can't reap the benefits of.
She hired a former inmate, putting him in the position of code enforcement. This person, once being in prison for a child sex offense charge. This person being a registered sex offender, entering people's homes. He was a participant in a gang rape of 2 young girls when he himself was a youngster.
Progressive Democrat, I just want to underscore that, progressive Democrat for you.
Of course she is. All right, guys.
The super mayor herself was arrested in 2016 for criminal trespass of a vehicle, basically breaking into somebody's car without permission.
Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.
Good afternoon. I'm Anthony Ponce.
And I'm Natalie Bumke. The elected assessor for Thornton Township was locked out of her office today following a dispute with the township supervisor.
Dane Placco is live for us first at 4. Dane?
Yeah, Cassandra Elston has been the township assessor here in Thornton Township for the past 10 years. This morning she got a call from her staff saying something weird was going on at the office, and we talked to her about what happened next. Take a look.
This was your office?
Yes.
What happened when you tried to open it?
It doesn't work.
The lock got changed?
Yes.
Some people would say other people been doing this. It's a problem when we do it. Anything to justify the behavior. And yes, that may be true. Others have done the same thing, but that doesn't make it right, regardless who's doing it. So now we got to take taxpayer dollars to make up the difference for this spend for all, shop for all. Money that's supposed to be used for the city. The vindictiveness of this lady.
Henyard is also the Dalton mayor. The assessor says that boxes of sensitive documents that were under lock and key containing names, addresses, social security numbers of taxpayers are now sitting out in the open in the common area of the office.
She should be in cuffs right now, but you get what you vote for. Just want to bring this story to your attention, family. We must discontinue the act of voting for people just because you will get just what you voted for. Until next time, family.
I don't know how to get access to the building.
She's the assessor. She invited us inside here.
Okay,
this is her office.
Please stop this.
No, we're going to keep recording. Can you tell us who told you to kick us out of here?
This was my job.